Hey, welcome back to Laser Engraving 911. So on this episode, we're gonna talk about laser engraving blanks from Temu. We've got 20 plus laser engraving blanks directly from Temu shipped right here. We're gonna laser engrave them, we're gonna review them, and we're gonna tell you how much they cost and how much you could potentially make off of each item. So if that sounds like something you wanna get into, then buckle up, get your pen and paper out, because we're about to get into some Temu on Laser Engraving 911. So before we get started in going through all these laser engraving blanks, I want to give a quick disclaimer. When I'm talking about pricing, I want you to understand that I am in the Atlanta area, in the northern metro area. Your pricing that you could charge potentially for these items could vary depending on where you're at in the United States. So keep that in mind when I talk about what you could potentially make in profit after customizing any of these items. All right, so with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. First on the list, we've got the Minimalist Ridge Wallet Cloned. So these are made out of anodized aluminum. They come in lots of different colors. At the time we got them, they were between $4.29, $4.50. We'll list links in the description below. And they engraved super nice. They're built really well. They've got a little clip so you can put it in your front wallet. The one I liked the best was the wood wallet. This actually engraved really nice, and potentially if you wanted to customize one of these for one of your customers, you could get anywhere from $35 to $45. And of course, if you wanted to offer wholesale pricing, I would charge about $18 a unit for a pack of 25 custom engraved. All right, so just so you know, before we go on to the next item, anything that you saw that we engraved with the Laser Engraving 911 logo, we are giving away. To be entered to win any of those items, you need to be subscribed to the channel and you need to drop a comment below on what was your favorite Temu laser engraving blank. All right, let's get on to the next product. So this next item, I'm actually super stoked on. This is one of my favorite things out of everything we got. So this is a mini metal keychain box opener utility knife. They have nice anodized aluminum blank fronts, and this part's all stainless steel. I've actually been using this around the shop to open up all the boxes that come in. It's not a knife, it's got like a little hook part on it. And I think these would potentially make great corporate gifts sold in packs of 25. The cost was $3.50, and I would say if someone wanted to buy 25 of these and have me put their company logo on them, I could easily charge $12 a piece for those in a pack of 25. Definitely one of my favorites. All right, Dana, what do we got next?
Got some stainless steel.
Stainless steel business cards, 5-pack. These actually engrave really nice with the fiber laser. We did only get a 5-pack. They were, what, $5.50? Basically, well, yeah, for 5. They engraved really nice. They're not super thin. They're actually pretty thick, and they do come with a protective coating. But the one thing I didn't like about these is the edges are not deburred. You're gonna have to file the edges to get it down because nobody's gonna want a razor blade sharp business card. So a little bit of work there, but as far as the actual stainless steel itself, it's actually a really good product. I would sell these in packs of 25 as well. And if someone wanted me to make them their own stainless steel business cards, I would charge them $8 a piece at a pack of 25 using the fiber laser. All right, so next up, we've got one of my other favorites, 120 custom cut Leatherette Patches for 27 cents a piece. That's crazy. So you get all different kinds of shapes. These have the adhesive. Hey there. Sorry to interrupt the video, but did you know that I offer one-on-one laser engraving business consulting? If you've been asking yourself questions like, which laser machine do I buy? How do I promote my brand new laser engraving business? Or how do I utilize the laser engraving machine that I already have? Then booking a private session with me is what you've been looking for. Cut to the front of the line using my 10 years plus experience in the laser engraving industry and get the answers you need right now. I've listed a link in the description below so you can book your one-on-one session with me today. All right, I'm done. I'll let you get back to watching me. See ya. On the back already, ready to be pressed on with your hat press onto any hat. They engrave with the fiber laser and with the CO2 laser. Now, you've got square shapes, you've got rectangle shapes, square shapes, circles, shields, diamonds, basically all the different classic hat patch shapes. And they have heat press adhesive already applied. Now, one thing that I don't like about these is that, and I understand why they did it, but it's super annoying. Dana, give me that. Each patch has its own plastic film on the back protecting the adhesive for transport, and it's kind of annoying to peel off. But you know what? At 27 cents a patch with these things ready to go, I mean, let's look at this patch right here. Look at that. Look here, we engraved a few right here. Look how nice this is gonna look when we put this on the hat. I mean, the color match, everything, those are legit. The color match is great. All right, so now you've done looking at my bald head, we can go back. That came out awesome. The only thing I don't really like is I got kind of a heat crease right here, but that's because I'm working with the old Hottronics. Stalls, if you're listening, send me the IQ360 so I don't have to have this heat crease right here. Can you hook that up? Hook it up, hook it up. But anyway, great deal. 27 cents a patch, pack of 120. If you want to get into the hat game, you don't feel like cutting leatherette sheets and you just want to get going, get some test products out, I think this is a great one to buy. Kind of hard to price this one, but you can just kind of look around and figure out what other people are charging for custom leatherette patches on hats. All right, on to the next one. All right, next up, we've got these leatherette key fob. So we got a 30 pack of these for $6.79. Absolutely ridiculous. We tried to engrave some of them on the fiber laser, but then when we switched over to the CO2, we actually got some really awesome results. Based on how these engraved with the CO2, and you could do this with the diode laser too, I think that you could sell a 25 pack of these for $4 to $5 a piece, so that would give you a really nice profit margin. They are not leather, but they engrave like leatherette. And this one was actually cool, this white one, it actually engraved kind of a gold color. All right, next up we've got the vacuum flask thermos shaped like some kind of a giant tank round. All kidding aside, this actually engraved really, really well. We put some really cool graphics around it with some America text, but these could actually be really good bachelor party gifts for Father's Day, maybe for that special someone in your life. But it's actually a really cool kind of novelty flask. It's got a little easy open, you know, put your coffee in it, take it out on your hunting trip, your fishing trip. This is actually a really fun gift, and it was only $7. I think you could potentially get about 20 bucks for each one of these once you actually customize them for someone. So something to keep in mind, something you might want to host on your website, or next time someone asks you if they have any bachelor gift ideas, this might be the one. All right, so for this one, we've just got a simple bottle opener with wood on the front and on the back. This is actually some kind of oak wood, I think. It's not bamboo, so we had to do a little defocusing trick to get this to engrave nice and dark, but it actually came out really nice, and it feels really sturdy. I know these are available on lots of other places, and you're probably gonna find a better price if you buy in bulk. This one was, what, Dana, $3.49? $3.49. I would definitely recommend looking into buying these in bulk rather than individually so you can get a better price on them. And you could definitely sell these as one-offs or sell them in like packs of 10 or 25. If you were doing a one-off, I would sell it for like $19.95. If you were doing like a pack of 25, I'd probably ask at least like $8 for each of them. But they actually engraved really, really well, and it is stainless steel in the middle, so definitely feels good. And this one we're definitely giving away because we engraved it just for you guys. All right, so next up, we got a couple items in the wedding category. Engraving things in the wedding category is hot right now. It is wedding season, and these two items that we got are actually really, really affordable and super awesome. So the first one is this walnut men's wooden cufflink kit. So it comes with the tie clip and two of these walnut wooden cufflinks, which we engraved, and they came out really, really nice. This was $7. You can charge a high premium for these. You could probably sell something like this customized on your site for about $65. So big profit margin on wedding items. The other one was just a simple ring box that holds one ring, and we put a little monogram on the top. Once again, it was like $5 or $6, and you can charge a really nice premium on these for customizing. And it is actually a really nice product. It's solid walnut and it engraved great. All right, next up we've got these silicone boot sleeves for Stanley style cups, or they actually fit on 30-ounce tumblers as well. We thought these would be kind of interesting because everybody's engraving the Stanley, but there's all these kind of new accessories coming out for Stanley cups. These were $149 and they came in like different colors, so you can get different colors. Silicone totally engraves with the CO2 laser. Not sure if you can do it with the diode laser, but these were actually just an interesting accessory for these type of cups that we thought might be kind of cool to customize. We just put some names on them, but you could engrave patterns around them. They're machine washable and they fit really well, and they stop your Stanley cup from making that loud clanging noises when you set it down. So next up, we've got a 6-pack of bamboo pens for $2.99. That is a really cheap price per pen. We engraved these, but you know, bamboo is always kind of difficult to engrave. We engraved one of them, it came out really dark. The next one was kind of light. But you know, these are just great for promotional gifts. If you've got yourself like a X-Tool F1 or another kind of small laser and you just want to make some quick promotional items and there's really not much room, you could probably just do like the person's website or their phone number like we did. I would sell a 6-pack of these customized for like 15 to 20 bucks and you got a nice profit margin there. All right, check these out. So these are maple and walnut business card holders, kind of a classy item. I've got some of my business cards in there right now. These actually are just a different take on business card holders. These make great corporate gifts. One of the things we notice is because it is maple, if you don't do the defocusing trick like we talked about in my top 10 wood engraving pro tips, which you can watch, you're gonna get an engraving like that. But once you do a little bit of defocusing, you can get a really nice dark engraving. These were $5 or $6 a piece. You could sell these individually for $29, or you could sell them in a pack of 25 easily for about $10 or $11 a piece customized. All right, so check out these bottle openers. So they're made from bamboo. Once again, gotta say, you do direct engraving, this is the kind of results you're gonna get. Get a little bit of defocusing and you get a much nicer result. What I liked about these bottle openers, and these would make great bachelor party gifts or corporate gifts, is that they're just a simple puck of bamboo, but the bottle opener is actually on the back and they have 2 magnets right here. So when you're not using it, you can slap it to some kind of metal surface and just hold it there. You can engrave whatever kind of logo or brand name you want on the front. I thought these were a really cool kitchen gadget and they would make some great customizable gifts. They're $2.49 for a 4-pack, so super cheap. You could definitely sell these as one-offs, or you could sell them in like packs of 10. A one-off, maybe 20 bucks, pack of 10, maybe you sell them like 4 or 5 bucks a piece. All right, now we're getting into some engravable electronic gifts. We've got this cool little flashlight here. There's a couple things I like and I don't like. I wish that the case was just blank. I don't know, maybe you could find another one where the case doesn't have all these stickers all over it, but the actual flashlight itself was really cool. It's anodized aluminum, telescopic so you can adjust the beam. It's totally rechargeable. It's really, really bright. I've been using it kind of throughout the last few weeks when I go out and close the door on the chicken coop. It actually works really, really well. And it engraves really, really nice. And it comes with a little USB cable. It was $3.99. You could easily charge 10 bucks a piece for this and sell them in packs of 25 with the company website or phone number on them. This kind of stuff really sells well around Christmas time, especially in the corporate gift sector. All right, so next up, we've got this aftermarket Apple Watch band. Now the listing said that it was genuine leather, but when we got it, we found out that it is not genuine leather. It's actually PU leather, but the good news is that it actually engraved really, really well. And it's got a nice silicone backing on the underside, and it really does have like a leather type feel with real stitching. So this whole replacement watch band was $5.49. So there's huge room for a profit margin there. You could put full engrave both sides. You could just put a little monogram like we did here, but either way, you could easily charge $35 to $40 for this watch band customized, or you could sell them in bulk if someone wanted that, but easily you could make at least 30 or 40 bucks on this easily. But just note, this is not real leather, it's PU leather, but it actually engraved really nice. So why would I be talking about blank wooden business cards to a bunch of laser engravers that have laser engraving machines? Well, not all of you have full bed gantry CO2 lasers. Some people only have like the F1 by X tool or the laser pecker style, and those weren't really designed for cutting out pieces of wood, even though you can. So if you have something like that and you just want to make some wooden business cards, you could get a 30 pack of these for $7 and start making wooden engraved business cards right off the bat, and they're dirt cheap. So you could easily charge like $2 per business card and sell them in packs of 25. We actually laser cut these out just because we could, just to kind of show off a little bit. But if you need some blank wooden business cards and you only have a tiny little diode laser that isn't really designed for cutting, then this might be a cool product for you to bring in your store. So this next item I would definitely sell as a one-off. This is a medical bracelet. It's got a silicone band, and this is stainless on the top here. I've gotten multiple calls for these over the years asking if I engrave these or have them in stock. This was like $2 for this, and you could easily charge $30 to $35 for this on your website. All you need to do is put the person's name and whatever the medical data is that they want you to put on it. It engraved really clean, it looks really nice, and you know, a great price. All right, so on this next one, we've got these little wooden keychain tags. Dana actually came up with this. She was like, yeah, that's a thing. People engrave little messages. People engrave, it's sweet. They engrave little messages. This one we engraved, drive safe, love you, Dad. Maybe it's a little gift that you give your son or daughter when they first get their card, or, you know, please be safe, or whatever message you want to put on there. These you could easily add to your website, you know, sell them for 10, 15 bucks a piece and just engrave simple messages, or take them to a craft show and engrave them on site with your little mobile engraver. But either way, at $150 a piece, you could easily make a nice profit on these. And they're actually built really well. This seems really strong, and this is kind of like a little brass loop, so pretty cool. All right, so I'm not sure what kind of wood this little stash box, pill box is, but it engraved really, really nice. So this is just a simple pill box, vitamin box, something to take with you on a backpacking trip or whatever. It engraved really, really nice. What was it, like $2? It was like $3. Price, you know, I think, you know, you could probably do better in bulk on these. This thing could be used for all kinds of stuff. Just something we threw in the mix. Maybe you can find a use for it. Maybe you can't. All right, so now we've got a blank challenge coin, definitely not solid steel or solid aluminum. This is actually just plated silver, and underneath is some kind of brass pot metal, but that's pretty typical for these cheap challenge coins. We were able to get a really nice black mark on this using a setting on our fiber laser. If you don't want that and you want that kind of copper look, you could go for that too. But anyway, these actually are pretty heavy. They are solid metal, and they do come with a nice little protective case. Challenge coins are popular depending on the application. I've made these for corporate entities that wanted to give recognition to some of their employees. They could be for military events. A lot of uses for these challenge coins. They come in all kinds of different colors. They're really popular. Quite a bit of a selection on Temu, but just note that they are not solid steel or solid metal. They're always usually plated. Depending on the right settings, you can get different color marks on them, but overall this is a pretty decent coin, and I think this went for $2.49. So as far as cost goes, you could sell one for 20 bucks engraved on one side. You could sell a pack of 10 for maybe $8, $9 a piece. Keep in mind, if you're going to be engraving both sides for the customer, what I like to do is charge half of what I charge for the first side if they want double-sided engraving. So last but not least, I want to give a little PSA when shopping on Temu or any other site like some of the other Chinese export sites. I will not mention. But you always want to make sure if you're looking at an item to buy that you at least buy one first before you buy in bulk. This is a cool little pocket knife that I thought would be cool for, you know, customizing and putting engraving on. And it actually is built really well, and the blade's pretty cool. It's super compact. However, when I opened it, I realized that this blade has no locking mechanism whatsoever. So if you were to engrave this and sell it to someone and they were to use it, it does not lock open. I think that was a manufacturer defect, or they just don't care, who knows, but this knife is super dangerous. So word of warning, when you're buying from these sites, just make sure that you buy one first and make sure that it meets the requirements and that it's not going to hurt your customer or yourself for that matter, and that it's the quality that you need for your project. All right, well, thanks for joining me on this episode of Laser Engraving 911. If you made it this far, thank you. Just a little thing that you need to know about shopping on Temu is that products come and go, and some of the links that we listed below may or may not be available by the time this video goes up, but that doesn't mean that there's not other alternative products on there that are very similar to some of the products that we showed here in the video. Just some things to keep in mind is that you always want to make sure that you buy one of each item before you buy in bulk to make sure that it meets the standards that you need it to for your project before you spend all that money. Some of these products in here were really awesome. Some of them, yeah, you know, they could be better quality. What you need to remember is that price sets expectations, and some of these products definitely exceeded my expectations for the price. So there are some little gems over there at Temu, and there also are some, you know, not so great products, but that'll be up for you to decide in the end. And don't forget, if you're subscribed to the channel and you leave a comment on this video, we're gonna be giving away any item that we engraved for this video that has Laser Engraving 911 on it. So as long as you're subscribed and you leave a comment on this video, you are entered to win one of these customized items that we did. So with that said, until next time, I'll see you around on Laser Engraving 911.